Hi, so nice
Hi,
to meet
Sarah.
you.
Yes, it's so nice to meet you. And I am so excited to talk about Bone Lake.
Same, let's do this.
Let's do it.
You created such a fun, like tense, sexy movie. And I want to, I know I talked to the actress who played Sin. I was like, she was so delicious. I
Yes.
was like, she
Yes.
was
No, she
so
totally plays that character in a delicious way. That is the best word to describe it.
Yeah, I was like nailing it. So I want to ask you, when it comes to taking a film like this, horror meets sexy, meets a little bit of camp, talking about kind of balancing that with the script and the camera choices and things like that.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that horror and comedy have a lot of connections because it's something that's shocking and we want to relieve ourselves with that by laughing. And I also just think that there's a version of the script where it's very serious and we went, no, the name of the movie is Bone Lake, or as some people are calling it, Boner Lake. And how could you make that movie serious? Like, come on. And so I just kind of wanted to lean into that and allow the actors to have fun with it and be self aware in that way that we're doing that. And as for the campiness of it, Ready or Not is a big influence in the fact where it's very fun and it kind of goes there, but also we have our protagonists are these grounded characters. And so we go, we understand how they're going through this and these real people in this real relationship, but what they go into is, absurd wackadoodle land.
Absolutely. I was like, if this was me and another couple showed up, this movie would never happen. I would leave.
Oh, see me, I would like fuck around back with them. I'm like, you think you can fuck around with me? Like, let's go. Double the plot twist. Here's what
I
I
love
signed you up for.
You're like, get ready for this ride. You don't even
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Um, my question though is when you travel and like when I stay at Airbnbs or hotels or wherever, I have my own quirks of what I do for safety. So I'm like checking the windows, I check the locks. Like, what do you do?
See, I'm the person that probably like keeps the blinds up more than I should, and people are like, Mercedes, please have a sense of safety, and I'm like, okay, fine. So I probably, especially after making this movie, probably should be more like that in my life. Maybe I'm doing it for the story.
That you're like, it's for the story, it's for the gram, everything is for
Yeah,
this. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
right? I love that. When you were coming up with like the shot list and how you wanted the camera to move, were you using any kind of like music influences or other films that you love to kind of influence the way you shot Bone Lake?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of different movie influences of even, Evil Dead 2 or Clockwork Orange or just things where I go, let's just move our camera in really fun, inventive ways. But then it was also just, there's a version of the movie that exists of me kind of walking around the space and acting out the movie myself of, here's a photo of me sitting in the bathtub and then the camera twirls and I'm running through a doorway. And it was just kind of seeing how would these people move in this space and how do we kind of up it in this amazing way.
Which character was your favorite to play?
I will say that I am a much better director than an actor, so I think it was just a relief to not play any of them and then have these awesome actors do a way better job than I ever could.
I love that. And then this premiered at Fantastic Fest, right?
Yes,
What
yes.
was it like watching with an audience? What was their reaction?
Fantastic Fest. It was cool because the audience for this movie are people who are not pearl clutchers and people who like stuff that's sexy and subversive and not afraid to get extreme and ridiculous. And the experience that we had there, and just even the experience we've been having of releasing it this week with, our secret screenings, is it's such an audience movie. And I don't say that lightly because some people are like, go watch it in the theater. I'm like, no, no, no. This is like the way that it feels when you watch a cult film or just something that's really fun where you hear people gasp and you hear them laugh in the theater. And like, that's the whole point of going to the theater. It's like, go get someone to watch your kids, pay to go sit in traffic, but it's worth it because you want to watch it around people.
Absolutely. I'm a big proponent of watching movies in theaters, especially horror movies. I think the audience collective reaction is so necessary.
Yeah, you feel it. And people have done that, not to give away plot spoilers, but there's a certain scene that happens at breakfast. And it's not even a horror moment, but the reactions we've gotten from that, just of the drama plot twist, has people gagged.
Now, my last thing for you is I always tell people like you can watch a trailer, but I always like to get this from you. Why everyone should go see Bone Lake in theaters.
Yes, so people should go see Bone Lake in theaters if they like things of, arrows piercing through genitalia, chainsaws being waved around, nudity from both men and women. equality, and also just silliness. So if people like all of those things, they should go. And if they don't, please don't go to our movie.